For more information on our top stories, please visit our website, channelstv.com. Subscribe and watch Channels Television live stream on YouTube and other social media platforms using your mobile device browser, or download the Channels TV app for Android and iOS devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channel 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. So we have some of the reports that you have sent in. We'll take a look at some of these pictures, which will be coming up in a few minutes. So there they are. These are obviously pictures of a school, but if you doubt that this is a school in use, the next set of pictures we'll be showing you will convince you, because this is a school. They're images from Zik Secondary School, Sapele in Delta State. Open roof, dilapidated ceilings, poor sets of furniture, some of the challenges the school is facing as seen in the pictures. Eyewitness wants the state government to help rehabilitate the schools to save future for the leaders that will be coming from here. Our next set of images are from the Naval Dockyard in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, showing these vehicles described as water taxis. These taxis have reportedly been left in this state for more than 8 years. It wants them put to good use. Finally, another set of images from Akowonjo Road back here in Lagos, showing the poor state of the road. Our eyewitness reporter lamented this is what the area looks like when it rains. He's pleading with the state government to reach out. Thanks for sending in those pictures, and please keep them coming. You are our eyes on the ground. The United Nations and the European Union have launched an initiative to end violence against women and girls. The team behind the initiative unveiled the plan to stakeholders, including government officials, civil society groups, and the media, to share in the vision at a workshop in Lagos.
Based on what we've done together.
The EU-UN Spotlight team began its implementation workshop in Nigeria on May 26, 2019 in Sokoto, northwest Nigeria, with a plan to hold workshops in all 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Thank you very much. The Southwest edition, held in Lagos, drawing representatives from the state and federal government, traditional leaders, women and men advocacy, and civil society groups, UN and EU agencies. The focus is to eliminate all forms of violence against women and girls, with an emphasis on prevention.
We're also looking at issues of prevention. We want to make sure that issues around negative social norms around GBV are addressed. So the program will take a holistic approach, making sure that we have the right messaging, especially as it has to do with GBV.
The ministry as well has done a lot of advocacy on issues of women to prevent, so that women can know their rights, what is expected of them, and to just so they can also know that there's a body that can actually take care of them, whatever the problem is.
The room is all fired up as members of the Spotlight team unveil the plan of action, answer questions, and engage in a friendly battle of the sexes.
Silence is no longer golden. People must speak up, and we must all rise in unison. The media has been doing a lot, but a lot more needs to be done, because there's no organization, there's no country that can move forward if more than half of its population is left behind.
The women who are with disabilities, you have a case of where if they come out and say something, those who are taking care of them are bound to, there is repercussion. And so the volume of the youth that we have now that are idle is also a problem for the Nigerian society.
The Spotlight initiative is being championed by 3 core UN agencies, the UNDP, UNFPA and UN Women and their partners, with overwhelming results expected in the next 4 years if everyone does their part. Amarachi Uban. The National Emergency Management Agency has received another batch of 137 stranded Nigerians from Libya today. And this brings the number of Nigerian returnees from the country to 12,457. The total number of assisted voluntary returnees from 10 different countries now stands at 14,036 since April 2017, when the European Union and the International Organization for Migration Special Program began. The National Emergency Management Agency and the International Organization on Migration, IOM, said in the statement that the latest batch is made up of 94 male adults, 3 male children and 3 male infants, as well as 34 female adults, 1 female child and 2 female infants. They were brought back in a chartered airline which landed at the cargo wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos at about 8:20 p.m. yesterday. The Nigeria Police Force says it's willing to partner any group or institution in a bid to combat security challenges across the country. The latest in that effort is its collaboration with Ace of Spades Consult Nigeria Limited to build, operate and transfer a purpose-built civil database and also update criminal records. Ace of Spades Consult Nigeria Limited says it is entering into this public-private partnership with the police to digitalize criminal record, checks and issuance of clearance certificates. The project is planned to make the process of background checks and issuance of clearance certificates automated, seamless, credible and affordable for everyone and every legal entity. This is done through the police background check number. The partners, that is the Nigeria Police Force and Ace of Spades, are asking every individual and legal entity, both foreign and domestic, to sign up and acquire a PBCN to ensure accurate records. The police background check number is associated with every individual's biometric information and corporate entity's registration certificate number already held by other government agencies. The registration begins on Monday, July 1st, 2019 at www.pbcn.com.ng. Yes, Maokwe Ogun now in the nation's capital with more on the news at 10. Hi, Maokwe.
Hello, Amarachi. It's good to see you. Well, we're starting off here with the World Refugees Day. Beyond giving relief materials to refugees and internally displaced persons, Cameroonian refugees in Nigeria are asking the United Nations and ECOWAS to take some steps to address the crisis in southern Cameroon. Some of the refugees who spoke to Channels Television sincerely commend the United Nations and ECOWAS member states for their efforts so far, but say the best that can happen to them is to see peace in their country so that they can go back to their ancestral lands. The appeal comes as the 2019 United Nations International Day for Refugees end with the distribution of relief materials to some refugees in Abuja, the nation's capital.
Relief materials, which include mattresses and foodstuffs, arrived the old parade ground in Abuja. Venue for the distribution of these items to refugees residing in Nigeria. Although there is no single refugee camp in Abuja, majority of the refugees here are representatives of the estimated 40,000 refugees from southern Cameroon and other neighboring countries who are residing in 3 camps managed by the United Nations in Adamawa, Benue and Cross River states. The distribution of these relief materials to the refugees marks the climax of the 2019 International Day for Refugees.
On an occasion like this one, we are calling the attention of the government of Nigeria, of ECOWAS. You just saw ECOWAS donating food and non-food items to the refugees, to come to our support, to support us, to also be able to support the needs of refugees.
As we are distributing here, our zonal offices are equally distributing to mark this day, World Refugees Day. For the first 1 week, we are in one activity or the other to mark this special day.
But beyond these relief items, the refugees want the United Nations, African Union and ECOWAS member states to do more and restore peace in southern Cameroon.
Giving us food, giving us handout every day and not solving the problem is tantamount to nothing. Because if you ask most of us, 99% of us will tell you that solve the problem and we go back home and we live our better lives the way they were.
One of our flagship work is to ensure peace and security within the region. And we do that not just when the crisis comes, but we engage in preventive diplomacy at the highest level to make sure that we prevent conflicts within our region.
A small protest against the Cameroon government, which began in 2016, when French-speaking judges were appointed in English-speaking southern Cameroon courts, have escalated into an armed conflict, resulting in an estimated 40,000 refugees settling in Nigeria.
And to more local matters, the National Youth Council of Nigeria is asking President Buhari to show commitment to the involvement of youths in governance by ensuring that the Minister of Youth and Sports and all ministers of state are between the ages of 18 and 35. This was the thrust of a briefing by the African Union Economic, Social and Cultural Council Nigeria and the National Youth Council of Nigeria, themed Setting the Agenda for the 9th National Assembly and President Buhari's second term. The National Youth Council of Nigeria is also asking the 9th National Assembly to grant them legitimacy through an act of parliament, being the umbrella body of all youth and youth organizations in the country.
The National Youth Council of Nigeria is proposing for President Muhammadu Buhari, as he commences his second term, the following. 1. That the President appoint a youth between the age of 18 and 35 as Minister for Youth and Sport Development. That the Minister of State, that is the junior ministers, be reserved for the youth of Nigeria between 18 and 35 years old. 3. That state of emergency be declared in the education sector in Nigeria for better and more functional education. 4. Aggressive fight against unemployment through infrastructural development at both the federal and state government level, and also supporting the educational sector with funding. And lastly, sustain the ongoing Empower and other social welfare program for the Nigerian youth. We are also appealing to the 9th National Assembly, especially her leadership, to see the executive arm of government as partners in the development of Nigeria, even as they maintain the constitutional provision for separation of powers and functions more seriously than ever before.